Welcome to Master Your Money, Budgeting, Saving, and Debt-Free Living. I'm your host, Nate Tanner. On this show, we use the Triggator Triangle, budget, save, and pay off debt to help you build a spending plan that fits your life, grow your savings with purpose, and knock out debt with confidence. Today, we're tackling a topic that's making headlines and stirring up concern: Social Security. According to the Social Security Board of Trustees, by 2033, the trust fund will be depleted, and incoming payroll taxes will only cover about 77 to 80% of scheduled benefits. Translation: if nothing changes, retirees could see their benefits cut by 20 to 23% automatically. Now, you know me, I never want to be doom and gloom, but sometimes the role of a guide is to warn of danger, and this is one of those times. Tony Robbins gives an analogy that fits perfectly. If you have a garden and you close your eyes and chant, "There are no weeds, there are no weeds," but never pull them out, the weeds will take over. Ignoring reality doesn't protect your garden, and ignoring this issue won't protect your retirement. So what do? We take control. We build our own safety net. And in this episode, you're going to learn what the Social Security shortfall really means for you, how to start building a retirement plan today, not someday, and why automation and employer matches can help you grow savings consistently. This isn't about fear. It's about clarity, action, and progress. Ready to take the reins on your financial future? Well, let's get into it. Facing the facts: why Social Security isn't your safety net. Okay, let's look directly at the weeds in our retirement garden. You can't just close your eyes and chant, "There are no weeds, there are no weeds," and hope for the best. Reality matters, and the reality is sobering. This really matters, so I'm going to say it again. According to the Social Security Board of Trustees, by 2033, the trust fund will be depleted, and incoming payroll taxes will only cover about 80% of scheduled benefits. That means that the benefits could be cut from 20 to 23% automatically. This isn't speculation. This is math, and math doesn't care about wishful and positive thinking. Here's another eye-opener. A Yahoo Finance survey in 2024 found that 45% of millennials expect Social Security to fund their retirement. Think about that. Nearly half of an entire generation is banking on a system that's projected to come up short. And millennials, they're hitting retirement long after 2033, when the shortfall is already in full swing. Combine that with shrinking workforce numbers and less payroll tax revenue coming in, and you've got a well that is running dry. So, what does this mean for you and me? It means that we need to make some mental shifts, starting today. Mental shift number 1, Social Security isn't your retirement fund. One of the hardest truths to accept is this: the money that we're putting into Social Security today is no longer our retirement money. The trust fund depletion tells us more money is flowing out than is coming in. Every dollar you contribute now is paying benefits for today's retirees, not funding your future. Now, let me be clear. That's not a bad thing. Personally, I'm honored to help the current generation of seniors. They have worked hard, they have played by the rules, and they deserve the benefits that they were promised. The baby boomer generation is deeply dependent on Social Security, and I am happy to help honor that contract. But here's the shift. Recognize that your payroll deductions aren't building your retirement. They're fulfilling a promise to someone else. And that is the first mindset change. Mental shift number 2. You are responsible for your own retirement. This responsibility doesn't fall on the government or your employer. It falls on you. Social Security isn't the only program that's fading away. Company pensions are another relic of the past. Both systems share one fatal flaw. You're not in control. They can run out of money, change terms, or disappear altogether, leaving you scrambling. If you've been leaning on the idea that someone else will handle your retirement, it's time to take the reins. Because here's the truth, no one cares about your future as much as you do. Mental shift number 3. Start today, no matter your age or your income. Retirement savings isn't something you do with leftover money. It needs to be treated like taxes, non-negotiable. Think about it. You don't get paid, spend freely, and then hope you have enough left over for Uncle Sam. Taxes come off the top, always. Your retirement contribution should work the same way, whether you're 25 or 55, whether you earn 40K or 140K, whether you're drowning in debt or debt-free. You need to carve out a fixed percentage for your future. Automate it, make it invisible, and then live off what's left. Remember the Hunger Games? There's a famous line, "May the odds be ever in your favor." When it comes to retirement, relying on Social Security is like volunteering as tribute. The odds are not in your favor. The only way you can tilt the odds is to take control and build your own safety net. In the next section, we'll move from mindset to mechanics, how to start building your own safety net with practical steps, automation, and strategies that make saving simple. How to start building a retirement plan today, not someday. Let's start with a truth bomb. Retirement is not an age. If we dust off our history books and flip back to 1935, the year that Social Security was established, there's an interesting fact. At that time, the average life expectancy was 62 to 64 years. So setting benefits to start at age 65, that made sense then. Most people didn't live long past that milestone. Fast forward to today, the life expectancy has jumped dramatically. Retirement isn't about hitting a magic birthday anymore. It's about hitting a magic number. That number is the point where your passive income, meaning money that you earn without a job, surpasses your expenses. What's your magic number? Here's a simple example. Let's say that you want to maintain the average U.S. salary of about $66,000 per year in retirement. That's your target income without working. Now, if you invest in something like an S&P 500 index fund, which tracks the performance of the 500 largest U.S. companies, think companies like Apple, Amazon, Coca-Cola, you can expect an average annual return of about 12% historically. So let's do some very quick math. Your magic number is going to equal your target income divided by your expected return. So in the case we brought up where you want $66,000, you're going to divide that by 12%. And that gives you a magic number of about $555,000. Now, before you panic, take a deep breath. That number is totally achievable thanks to compound interest and employer matches. With time and consistency, you can get there, even if you feel behind. How do you hit that number? Now, there's a complicated formula that I learned during my master's program to calculate that monthly contribution that you need based on your timeline. But I'll save you the pain of the formula and give you a little bit of a spoiler. With an employer match and let's say 20 years to retirement, you'd need about $280 per month, roughly 5% of a $67K salary. Now, coming soon to Triggator.com/retirement, we're going to be doing that nasty formula for you and tell you exactly what you need to save to hit your paycheck goal. But Now, once you know that number, the next step is simple. Start today. Automate your future. Most employers have online portals where you can set up retirement contributions in minutes. If your company still uses paper forms, grab one from your HR department today and return it today. No employer plan? No problem. Open an IRA or a robo-advisor portfolio and set up direct deposits. Automation is your best friend because when savings happens automatically, you don't have to rely on willpower. Once the automation is in place, rework your spending plans so that you live on what's left after paying yourself first. Yes, this might mean cutting back, shifting some priorities, or making even some tough choices. But your future self will thank you. Early retirement, it's totally possible. Since retirement is a number, not an age, you can explore early retirement by setting a goal and working backwards. Once you know your magic number, you control the timeline. Remember Back to the Future? Doc Brown says, "Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one." That's retirement in a nutshell. Social Security won't define your future. You will. The choices you make today determine whether you coast into retirement or scramble to catch up. In the next section, we'll dive a bit deeper into automation, employer matches, and growth. As our good friend Han Solo said, this is where the fun begins. Why automation and employer matches are your secret weapon. Here is the secret sauce to successful retirement savings. Pay yourself first. When you automate money in a direction and never see it hit your checking account, saving becomes effortless. No mental gymnastics, no temptation to spend. It just happens. I love automation, not just for retirement savings, but across every side of the Triggator triangle. Budget. Use a bill pay account to automate payments so that nothing gets missed. Save. Automate contributions to your peace of mind funds. Here's a quick refresher if you're new to the podcast. They are your emergency fund for when your bathroom shower leaks and floods the floor below and suddenly you owe a big deductible. Alligator funds. Those are the non-monthly expenses that jump up and bite you, like, say, holiday gifts in December. Fun fund. Want to take a vacation, buy new furniture, send your daughter on that 8th grade trip to DC? This is your go-to. Retirement, your future paycheck, the one that you'll live on when work is optional. Now, the last side of the triangle, pay off debt. Automate your snowball so that your debts get destroyed without you lifting a finger. The power of employer matches. Employer matches are free money. If your company offers a match and you're not taking advantage, you're leaving cash on the table. Even a modest match can accelerate your savings dramatically. Combine that with automation and you've got a system that works while you sleep. Here's the beauty. Once you set it up, you don't even have to think about it. Your contribution happens automatically. Your employer adds their match, and compound interest does its magic. Watching the growth from inch to sprint. Now let's talk about the really fun part, watching your savings grow. At first, it does feel slow, like inching forward. But as automation does its thing, employer matches provide instant returns, and compound interest, compounds, the growth becomes thrilling. Remember our quick example earlier of $280 a month? In the first 10 years, you'll earn about $61,000 in interest. Now that's not bad, right? But here's where the magic happens. Those last 3 years, your balance jumps by earning over $160K in interest. That's a sprint, a money sprint in action. This is why consistency matters. The longer you stay in the game, the faster the growth accelerates. Watching your balance climb from steps to leaps is one of the most motivating experiences in personal finance. A lesson from my dad. I have my dad to thank for this wisdom. When I was a teen, he impressed upon me the importance of retirement savings. At his first job, he started with just 3%, the most that he could afford at the time. But he made himself a promise. No matter what, he would never save less than 3%. There were times during his career that he was able to bump that up to 10%. Sometimes it was even maybe just 5%, but it never dropped below his floor. His career, teaching, not exactly a high-paying profession. But thanks to his resolve to pay himself first every paycheck, he retired at 63. He was able to serve 2 service missions, one back to Samoa, the land that he learned to love when he served there as a young man, and another championing education worldwide. He retired with dignity, with independence. And what truly grows your savings? Consistency. Think about Finding Nemo. Dory's mantra was, just keep swimming. That's the key to building wealth. Just keep saving. Even when progress feels slow, automation and compound interest will turn those small strokes into a radical ride on the EAC with your friend Crush that carries you to the righteous goals. Whoa, dude. Automation isn't just convenient. It's transformational. It removes friction, builds consistency, and keeps your financial goals on track even when life gets messy. You've made it to the end of Beyond Social Security, building your own safety net. And if you're still here, it means that you're serious about taking control of your retirement future. That's a big deal because awareness is the first step towards action. Your daily challenge is simple but powerful. Find your magic number. Remember, it's working backwards from what you want to have each year, how long you have to get there, and what your expected annual return will be. Then take action and start today. Automate, compound, and enjoy the journey. What's your magic number and how close are you to hitting it? Have you automated your retirement savings yet? If so, what's working for you? What mental shift from today's episode hit home the most? I would love to hear your stories, your wins, and your questions. Email me at podcast@Triggator.com or message me on Instagram, Facebook, or X @Triggator. If this episode helped you, make sure that you follow the show so you never miss strategies that put you in control of your financial future. Leave a review, especially if this episode gave you clarity on Social Security and your next steps. Share this episode with a friend who's counting on Social Security and needs a new Plan A. And don't forget to follow @Triggator on social media for tips, encouragement, and behind-the-scenes content. Also, remember to download the free Triggator ebook at Triggator.com. It's packed with tools to help you build your spending plan and start saving with confidence. Want early access to the Triggator app? Email me at podcast@Triggator.com and join the beta release. This app will make calculating your magic number and automating your savings easier than ever. Coming up next time, we'll share strategies to enjoy the holidays without financial stress or lingering debt. You'll learn how to create a holiday spending plan that prioritizes joy, discover creative gift ideas that save big, and plan ahead for seasonal expenses with your alligator fund. Don't miss this one. It's your guide to a guilt-free holiday season. Your future isn't written by Social Security. It's written by you. Every automated dollar, every employer match, every consistent step is a seed planted for the life that you want. Start today and watch your garden grow. Thanks for listening to Master Your Money, Budgeting, Saving, and Debt-Free Living. I'm your host, Nate Tanner. See you next time.